What causes a patient to decide to come to the ENT doctor? And it's always a little bit different in everyone's, in each individual case. However, there obviously comes a point where the amount of suffering that you're undergoing somehow takes precedence over your busy life, or so everything else in your life, and you take the time to come see a doctor. And in this particular case, in my practice, an ear and sinus specialist. I bring that up because a lot of patients, after they've come, after we've diagnosed them and treated them and they got better, they tell me that they wish they would have come sooner, or that they never realized how much they were suffering until the suffering was relieved. And so I want to talk about that a little bit, because there's a lot of people out there that, and I ask this of all my patients, and this is why I know, some patients will come in for earwax, and then I'll ask them, oh, well, any other problems? How's your throat? Good. How's your nose? Oh, well, I have sinus problems. Well, tell me about your sinus problems. They're like, well, yeah, I'm always stuffed up. I'm constantly blowing my nose. I have sinus headaches 2 or 3 times a week. This, that, and the. I'm like, well, what about that? I mean, you're here for earwax. That's annoying because you can't hear, but what about your sinus? He's like, well, I just deal with it. And I bring it up because nowadays you don't have to deal with it anymore, because the solutions to your sinus problems are literally very often an hour away, meaning that in a very small, very minimally invasive, and extremely effective office procedure, your facial pain, your sinus headaches, your stuffiness, your runny nose, and a lot of your symptoms, most of your symptoms, the symptoms that may or may not have been plaguing you for months or years or decades, can be relieved. And so give it a thought, because there's a lot of things that we tolerate. There's a lot of things that the human body can tolerate. And that's good. I mean, the human body is built to adapt and deal. But when it comes to sinus problems, you really don't have to deal with it anymore. I implore you to look at yourself and consider your symptoms and come see me, because there's a lot of happy patients out there that have undergone extremely minimally invasive procedures that in one day they've gone from suffering on a daily basis, bad smell, bad breathing, bad nose, to not having a problem again. And these are permanent solutions. They're not treatments, they're permanent solutions.